Imagine a place so forbidden that no one can approach it. An isolated island with no known inhabitants, guarded by unknown forces, surrounded by dark rumors. Some say there is something hidden there, something that should never be found. Others believe the government is hiding a secret that could change everything we know about the world. But why is this island off the maps? And what really exists there? Today we will explore one of the greatest modern mysteries, the forbidden island that no one can visit. Hidden in the middle of the Indian Ocean, there is an island that almost no one knows about. Its name is North Sentinel Island, and its mystery is not just in its location, but in the fact that no one can approach it. Officially, the island belongs to India, but not even the Indian government dares to interfere with what happens there. That's because anyone who tries to get too close receives a terrifying warning. Turn back now or you won't leave alive. The first time this island caught the world's attention was through satellite images. A dense tropical forest covers almost its entire surface, with no visible modern infrastructure, roads, or buildings. But one intriguing detail stood out: there is life there. A completely isolated tribe has inhabited this island for thousands of years, and any attempt at contact is met with extreme hostility. But the real question is, why does this tribe reject any contact with the outside world? Some theories suggest that they simply want to preserve their way of life. But others believe there is something darker at play. Some stories claim that the island hides secrets that should never be discovered. Expeditions that attempted to fly over it reported that electronic equipment mysteriously stopped working. Ancient accounts indicate that there is something deep within the island that no outsider should ever see. North Sentinel Island is more than just a forbidden territory. It is a mystery that defies modern civilization. But is this prohibition only about protecting a tribe, or is something much greater being hidden? Getting near North Sentinel Island is an invitation to the unknown. Reports over the years show that anyone who tries to approach is immediately met with hostility. But that hasn't stopped some people from trying, and paying the price for it. In 2006, two Indian fishermen, Sundar Raj and Pandit Tiwari, were fishing illegally near the island. During the night, while they were asleep, their anchor came loose, and they were carried by the currents to the island's shores. The next day, when an Indian Coast Guard helicopter was sent to rescue them, they found something terrifying. The fishermen's bodies were lying on the beach, and the Sentinelises were trying to prevent any approach, shooting arrows at the helicopter. The rescue attempts were abandoned, and the bodies were never recovered. But perhaps the most famous case is that of John Allen Chow, an American missionary who, in 2018, tried to land on the island to convert the tribe to Christianity. He paid fishermen to take him near the island, and on his first attempt at contact, he was attacked with arrows. The next day he insisted on returning and was never seen alive again. The fishermen who helped him said they saw the natives dragging his body along the sand. Just like the 2006 fishermen, no attempts were made to recover his body. The Sentinelises' hostility raises an intriguing question. Why do they reject contact so extremely? Some believe they are simply protecting themselves from the outside world. History has shown that isolated tribes can be wiped out by diseases common to us, like the flu or measles. But some believe there is something more. Pilots and helicopters that have flown over the island report that the Sentinelises always seem to be alert, as if they are protecting something greater. North Sentinel Island is not just another isolated island in the Indian Ocean. It is actively protected, not just by the Sentinelises themselves but also by the Indian government. Officially, this strict prohibition is in place to preserve the tribe, which has lived in complete isolation for thousands of years and has no immunity to common diseases. A simple cold could wipe out their entire population. But something seems odd about this story. Why doesn't the government just discourage visits? Why does it impose severe penalties on anyone who even tries to get close? Since 1991, all attempts at contact have been completely cut off. The ban is so strict that, in 2018 after John Allen Chow's death, the Indian Navy actively prevented any attempt to retrieve his body. Any boat that gets within 5 kilometers of the island is immediately intercepted and forced to retreat. But why such strict control? One of the most accepted explanations comes from the island's own history. In 1880, a British officer named Maurice Vidal Portman led an expedition to explore North Sentinel Island. He captured several tribe members and took them for study. But something unexpected happened. The captives quickly fell ill. The contact with outsiders was fatal for them, and the survivors were returned to the island. Since then, the Sentinelices have attacked anyone who tries to approach, possibly out of fear of being wiped out again. However, one intriguing detail remains. While other indigenous tribes have slowly integrated into modern society, the Sentinelices have remained completely isolated. They have never shown interest in contact nor accepted any external help. In fact, they don't seem afraid or curious about outsiders. They simply attack on sight as if they are protecting something that must never be revealed. North Sentinel Island raises many theories about what might be hidden there. Some believe that the Sentinelices are the last remnant of an ancient civilization, living unchanged for over 60,000 years without any contact with the outside world. Others suggest that the island could contain archaeological or scientific secrets, such as evidence of lost civilizations or even hidden structures beneath the dense forest. There are also theories that the strict prohibition isn't just to protect the Sentinelices, but to hide something much bigger. Some remote islands have been used for military bases or secret tests in the past. Could this be the case for North Sentinel Island? Despite the speculation, no detailed studies have been allowed, and any attempt at exploration is blocked. The true mystery of the island remains untouched, and the lack of answers only increases curiosity about what might be hidden there. Despite the prohibition of approaching, some evidence suggests that North Sentinel Island is not an ordinary place. Reports from satellites, aerial images, and observations from the Indian Navy indicate that something peculiar happens in this remote part of the world. One of the strangest details is the Sentinelices' resilience over the centuries. While other isolated tribes have disappeared, they have remained practically untouched. And it's not just a matter of isolation. They reject any contact and always seem alert, ready to attack any intruder. Another curious point is that there are no records of complex villages, crops, or domesticated animals on the island. So, how have they survived for thousands of years? Some researchers suggest that they possess natural survival knowledge that we do not fully understand, including hunting and food-gathering techniques that defy the logic of similar tribes in comparable environments. Additionally, pilots who have flown over the island have reported that electronic equipment mysteriously stopped working as they approached the area. While this could be attributed to natural interference, the lack of detailed investigations only deepens the mystery. If the island hides a deeper secret, no one knows for sure. But the absence of studies, the extreme prohibition, and the inhabitants' hostility raise an inevitable question. Is there something more on this island than we have been told? Despite all the theories and mysteries, the official truth is that North Sentinel Island is protected to ensure the survival of its people, who have never had contact with the modern world. The Indian government strictly prohibits visits to prevent the transmission of diseases that could wipe them out. Science indicates that the Sentinelices are one of the oldest tribes on the planet, having lived completely isolated for over 60,000 years. However, the lack of concrete information only makes the mysteries surrounding the island grow even more. After all, why has this small piece of land never been fully explored? Is it simply a matter of cultural protection, or is something else hidden there? The answer, perhaps, will never be revealed. North Sentinel Island remains untouched by the modern world, surrounded by secrets and protected by those who inhabit it. Whether it's just an isolated territory or something much bigger than we imagined, the fact is, no one can approach, no one can explore, and no one can uncover what really exists there. And now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the prohibition is just to protect the tribe, or is something much bigger being hidden? What do you believe exists inside the island? A lost civilization? A secret base? Or just a people fighting to continue existing? Comment your theory below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more mysteries like this. And if you want me to explore another forbidden place in the world, tell me in the comments which location you think has hidden secrets. See you in the next video.